My television in the house when I was a kid was always on in the evening hours. And I remember certain emotional traumas by what was on. My parents had this terrible fight when I was 11, and they made an appearance on the show, too.
That's right.
They just had their 50th anniversary.
Yeah.
I thought, it's over. They had a terrible fight. And I remember I've Got a Secret was on. And the woman's secret was she had 21 children. And afterwards, they gave her a washer.
Hi, my name is Buddy Hackett, and I have a terrible heart thing.
I've Got a Secret, brought to you tonight by Tony, creator of fine beauty products. For the woman who prefers the natural look of beauty care at home, Tony. From New York, here is I've Got a Secret, starring Steve Allen.
Good evening. Boy, do I have a secret. Actually, we'll meet this little girl formally in just a moment. But first, I want to introduce her to the members of our panel and vice versa. And that means Betsy Palmer,
Good evening.
Bill Cullen, Bess Meyerson, and, of course, Henry Morgan. That's our panel. Doll, you all set to play the game, panel?
Yeah, we are.
All righty. Let's not play the game. Let's just sit here and watch. Isn't she cute?
What's
All
her
right.
name?
Can we bring our first contestant out, please? How do you do, sir? Nice to have you with us. Now, would you tell all the folks your name and where you're from?
Robert Hamlin, Fairfield, Maine.
Mr. Hamlin from Maine. And would you tell us the names of these pretty little girls?
You're holding Terry and this is Sherry over here.
Okay. Well, panel, these two young ladies have a secret for you to guess. And if you whisper it to me now, sir, we'll show the audience. Let's all whisper to each other here. Well, panel, the clue to Terry and Sherry's secret concerns something they have, and we'll start the game with Betsy Palmer.
Well, Terry and Sherry, do you have this with you this evening?
Yes.
Do you have this backstage?
Yes.
Has it to do with other little sisters or brothers?
Yes.
Well, strictly speaking,
Just
well,
sisters?
yes, strictly
All
speaking,
right.
yes.
Are there more like them the same age?
No.
No.
$20 down, 60 to go. Bill Cullen?
Mr. Hamlin, is there a surprising number of them of varying ages? If you're...
Could be surprising, yes.
Well, let's start off with 3. Other than these 2, I mean, a total of 5.
No.
Less than... less than 10?
No.
More than 10?
Yes.
I pass, because...
There goes half the money. We go to Bess Myers.
I can't count any higher. Are they all girls, Mr. Hamlin?
No.
Girls and boys, and there are less than 15?
No.
Less than 20?
Yes.
Oh, good. 18? I'm much relieved.
Yes, Henry?
Well, we haven't established are these Mr. Hamlin's.
Well, he has established that, yes. Anyway, Terry and Sherry, panel, are not the only twins either in the Hamlin family. There's another set of twins named Ricky and Randy, and then they have a still older set of twins named Jack and Mac, and they also have, naturally, 14 other brothers and sisters for the grand total... Oh, no, wait a minute. Yes, grand total of 20 children in all. They have 18 plus 2. Now, they tell me that if I just go, all the Hamlins will come out because this makes me the Pied Piper of Hamlin. Get out of here. Here's the whole family. Let's bring them right out now. Here they come. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring out the star of our show, Mrs. Hamlin. Mrs. Hamlin, Terry may want to, she may be a little more comfortable with Mama here, so I'll turn over to you at the moment. Now, is it very difficult having 20 children around the house?
Oh, no. Doesn't make too much difference.
I see. You got used to it little by little, I guess. What about discipline problems, Mr. Hamlin?
Very good. When I speak, Dave. No, I mean it.
Wonderful. Well, they look like a happy, wonderful bunch. How many rooms do you have in your house?
10.
10. What do you do for a living, by the way?
I'm a truck driver.
Truck driver. You need a truck. What time do you get up in the morning, Mrs. Hamlin?
5:30.
5:30. And how does your day go ordinarily?
Oh, I get breakfast and get 9 lunches and get 9 off to school. And then it's washing and ironing, getting meals, and then they're home at 3:30.
Speaking of meals and food, when you go to shop for staples, what do you have to buy?
Well, we use 150 pounds of potatoes a week.
Wow.
And about 60 loaves of bread.
60.
And about 60 pounds of meat.
How much milk?
Oh, we use about 80 quarts a week.
80 quarts a week. Do you have much, this is a silly question, I don't mean do you have much washing, of course you do. How much washing do you do?
About 6 loads a day.
6 loads a day. And what about drying all that washing?
Nice weather, they go outdoors.
And in
The rest of the time
bad
goes
weather, you commit suicide, right? Well, you won't have to do that if it's bad weather from now on, because in a very short time, a handsome clothes dryer is going to be delivered up to your house in Maine with our compliments.
Thank you.
And also, these already justifiably proud parents have even more reason for pride at this particular moment, because their oldest boy, at least the tallest boy, Paul, has just been signed as a pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates. So I'd say that we were perfectly happy to have you here, and we are, except for one reason. With the 20 of you here, not at home, that means our rating's going to drop tonight. I don't like that at all. But it was a great honor, seriously, to have you with us, and best of luck to all the Hamlins. Thank you so much. That reminds me of the old joke about the fellow who didn't like his wife, so they had about 23 kids. He tried to lose her in the crowd. Have you ever heard that joke? But it certainly wouldn't happen with these wonderful people. Well, sir, we'll be right back in just a moment, but first, get a load of this.
Every woman knows that dry skin can cause aging lines and wrinkles to set in. But you can avoid them with new Deep Magic Dry Skin Conditioner. It's different because it's completely non-greasy. Disappears deep into the skin. You can wear it under your makeup all day, too. Do as I do. Moisturize. Guard against aging dryness with new Deep Magic Dry Skin Conditioner.
Now may we have our next contestant, please. Nice to have you with us, sir. Would you tell the folks your name and where you're from?
My name is Jack Slack, and I'm from Freeport, Grand Bahama.
Jack Slack from Grand Bahamas. Is it ever correct to say Grand Bahamas?
No, they say Bahamas.
Bahamas, good. You say Bahamas. It's a nice... Well, anyway, that's it. Now, will you tell us... well, I'll tell you that Mr. Slack runs a water sport business, and recently he and his friends did something quite unusual. Now, if you just whisper that story to me, sir, we'll let the folks at home know what we're talking about. I see. Really unusual, even in terms of this program. Panel, the clue to the secret that Mr. Slack and his friends share concerns something they did, and we'll start the game this time with Bess Meyerson.
Thank you, Steve. Mr. Slack, did you do this on the water?
Yes.
Was it a contest of some sort?
No.
Did you set a record?
Yes.
Was it the distance that you traveled?
No.
Was it...
if I could offer a clarifying comment, a record evidently was set, but you might be a little misled by that, yes.
Then is it important for us to know what the record was based on?
No.
Would it help us to know how many men were involved?
It's irrelevant.
Were you in a vehicle?
No.
Were you on...
$20 down, 60 to go. Henry?
Were you on skis?
No.
Water skis?
No.
Well, Steve laughed, and I didn't know what to joke about.
I'm a good audience, Henry.
You're a dandy. You weren't in a vehicle. Were you swimming?
Yes.
Ow. Were you underwater?
Yes, I was.
Do we have to do... You were scuba diving?
Yes.
Yeah. Are we interested in something that happened, or is it just a measure, like the depth you went to?
It's a...
does it have to do with the depth you went to?
No.
There goes half the money, and we go to Betsy.
Does it have to do with the distance?
No.
Does it have to do with how many of you were... Did you discover something under the water?
Yes.
You found something, a treasure?
Yes.
Ah,
Yes.
a boat?
Yes.
Yes.
An old Spanish boat?
Yes.
She said, oh, you're supposed to say, ole, with Spanish.
Well, you just about got a panel, but not quite. Bill, you want to take over?
Yes, off Florida, the expedition was in the Geographic that discovered all those Spanish coins and doubloons and a veritable...
That's it. Well, you're right. Mr. Slack points out that you still haven't hit it right on the head, but...
the amount of money?
Well, it might take you another 4 hours to get to the penny, so I'll just say that you got close enough for jazz, as the saying goes. When I said that Jack Slack and his friends did something unusual, I was actually understating the case, because one day while pursuing their scuba or skin diving business, and that's a lot of fun, that skin diving. I, yesterday morning, dived into 47 feet of skin, and I can tell you that it's great fun. Anyway, they just happened, seriously, they just happened on this 17th century sunken treasure ship with more than $1 million worth of silver coins. We have an advanced copy of one of the big magazines containing a story of their find, and there's this picture right here of the fellas counting some of the loot, which must have been a lot of fun, because there was certainly a great deal of it. Now, what did you find out about the treasure ship itself?
It's an old Spanish galleon. We haven't identified the name of the ship yet, but we hope to very shortly. We're still working on it.
I see. Now, are you and your friends, is it that simple? Are you and your friends $1 million richer now?
Not quite.
What's the problem?
Bahamian government has to get a percentage of it.
Ah, I didn't know there was a tax on it. Well, it's not tax. They probably
Well,
just
no,
claim it.
all governments usually take a little bit of any treasure.
They certainly do. Well, aboard, naturally, were those famous pieces of 8 that we've all heard about in pirate-type movies and that sort of thing. And they didn't naturally find them neatly stacked. It was just kind of laying around. And here's what it looked like on the bottom. Would you tell us what this blob is?
Well, that's called a conglomerate, and it's a mass of coins stuck together by a calcium deposit. We chip them off very carefully and then put them in muriatic or hydrochloric acid, and they come out this way.
I see, yes. Here's what they look like when they're all
cleaned up.
Tidied up. They look mighty pretty indeed. What would each one of these be worth, roughly?
Anywhere from $30,000 to $1,000, according to the particular coin.
Wow. You must mean then some of them have numismatic value.
That is numismatic value on them. Their silver weight is only an ounce.
I see. But even at that, that's a lot of silver and a lot of value, too. Now, you've only located about $1 million worth so far. What's the estimated value of what you have not as yet brought up?
Well, this type of Spanish ship carried sometimes up to 2.5 million coins. So we could have up to $10 million.
Well, in that case, I know you don't want to stick around here any longer than usual, Mr. Slack, so we'll let you get running back down to the Bahama area. Yes?
We just wanted to ask Mr. Slack, how do you guard your treasure now against infiltration by other scuba divers?
Well, the Bahamian government has taken care of that for me. You see, they have a boat out there all the time.
Ah.
And until I go back on it, their boat will be there.
We were going south.
The panel is leaving right now. Well, Mr. Silver, the best of luck to you and your friends, and we'll keep our eyes open to see what you do. The old mint must have been kind of sloppy because these are all rough, crooked on the edge.
Does it have engraving on it?
Yes, there's engraving. You can, it's hard to say what it is, just sort of a signature of some kind, insignia. I think I'll take these crooked coins to Las Vegas, look for a crooked slot machine, make some money. Anyway, right now, here is Bess to tell you about a new kind of bikini from Adorn, a water-free hairspray.
Thank you, Steve. Would you ever dream you could style your hair faster and better with a tiny little comb like this? It's the brand new bikini comb, just half as big as an ordinary comb and fabulous for feathering. Smooth's best, too, I know. And you get it with self-styling Adorn, the water-free hairspray. No other comb has such tiny teeth. That's why the bikini comb is so great. Look, with the bikini comb, you can feather your hair faster. These tiny teeth really grip. Then, to make the feathering stay, spray with Adorn, the water-free hairspray that holds up to twice as long. Now smooth. A bikini comb smooths best because tiny teeth don't go deep, can't pull out feathering. Finishing touch, Adorn, the water-free hairspray that builds shape and holds it. I've tried it. I know. Get your free bikini comb and a brand new styling booklet of 6 pretty bikini comb hairstyles when you buy the water-free hairspray, self-styling Adorn.
Now it's time to meet our special guest for tonight. His rare ability as a comedian and actor has turned the Broadway show I Had a Ball into one of the big hits of the season. Here, once again, is Buddy Hackett. Hiya, Bud.
That's the greatest platoon I ever been with in my whole life.
Funny if that was the rest of the Hamlin family. But I doubt that very much. But it's certainly nice to have you with us tonight, and I want the folks to know that you're going to be back next week, too.
That's right, Steve, because Bill Cohen is going to go on a vacation, and I'm going to take his place. And I don't want you to be worried, Bill, because I'm pretty stupid.
Well, I wouldn't agree with you there, but it'll be fun having you with us. Now, would you identify these ladies, Buddy?
I would love to, but I don't know who they are. I never saw them before. They was picked out of the audience before the show for something.
That's exactly right, and they must have a secret. So, ladies, would you tell us about your secret?
They don't know either.
That concludes our program.
Certainly is a well-run show, I'll tell you that.
Well, fortunately, even though they don't know their secret, Buddy does. So, Buddy, if you'll whisper it to me, we'll let the audience in on what we're
Well,
talking
I don't
about.
want to tell.
Uh-huh. Oh. I see. I've heard enough, Buddy. I've heard enough.
Wait, I know a lot of more things.
Telling me secrets that have nothing to do with the show, ladies.
Oh, I thought you just wanted to hear secrets.
Lots of secrets. The whole evening is
Yeah,
secrets.
because I don't want to go through the torture. I'd tell anything.
Well, anyway, the clue panel concerns something that's going to happen. We'll start the game this time with Henry Morgan.
Buddy, is this thing... Can you hear me all right?
Now.
Right. Is what's going to happen to the ladies behind you?
Partly.
Are they going to be pleased?
Well, I don't know what pleases them, because I don't know who they are. But, you know, I imagine they'll have a nice reaction.
Do you think they'll be ahead of the game?
What game?
Oh, they didn't tell you about the game.
No, I didn't know, Henry. Steve, whisper to me and tell me.
$20 down, 60 to go. Betsy?
Buddy, does this have anything to do with having a ball, your play?
Well, anything that's fun has to do with my play, but in this instance, no.
Not in this instance.
No.
Is this going to happen to the ladies tonight on stage?
Well, partly it's going to happen.
Are they going to go with Bill on his vacation?
I don't know. Wait, I'll get him a volunteer.
Well, it's going to be done in a series then. I mean, it's not going to happen all tonight.
That's right.
Over an extension?
There's half the money. Now we
We
go
have
to
a
Bill.
lot of cars coming in here, you know.
Bill Cullen.
Is something going to happen to each of these ladies on
Well,
different nights?
No.
No.
No, but
No.
something better happened to them all, otherwise their life is over, right? That's what I figure.
This thing that is going to happen to them, is it going to change their appearance in any way?
I don't think so.
Is it the kind of thing you'd like to have happen to you, Buddy?
Yeah.
$60 down, 20 to go. Bess?
Buddy, will there be any other people involved except for the 5 lovely ladies?
Oh, yes.
Will there be 5 men?
Well, not with the show, no. They have to take care of that on their own.
Are you going to send them on their way to perform some deed?
No.
Are they going to accompany you out of the theater tonight?
No.
Will they be doing something that's totally...
You know, you're very nosy.
All right, I quit.
Well, that's kind of a tough secret. Panel, as we've told you, Buddy Hackett's going to replace Bill Cullen on the panel next week. And we've also just recently found out that Bess Meyerson is also taking some time off starting next week. So we're faced with the problem of finding a replacement for her. That's the story. And you want to tell them the fine print?
These girls, they don't know this, but one of them is going to take your place on the panel next week.
Now all we have to do is decide which one of the ladies is going to get the job. Buddy, how do we go about picking the winner?
Well, as soon as we get off the air tonight, there's going to be Rodgers and Hammerstein musical version of Cinderella.
On CBS, yes.
Yes, and they have, you know, that's a show about a glass slipper. They copied from me with the ball, you know. And I stole the slip. I borrowed the slipper from that show, and whichever lady, according to the way you and I feel it, the slipper fits best. This lady will get the job. I'm going to play the part of Prince Charming, and they're going to play the part of the Cinderella.
All right, well, here's the slipper. Now I'll give that to you. If you ladies would just one at a time, step right out there. And the first young lady can just come right out. And Buddy will, you may just sit right down here if you like to. And try, you might as well take your shoe off and be
How you doing, my dear?
What's your name?
Lorraine Bloy.
Lorraine
Bloy.
Bloy?
Right.
From?
I'm originally from Long Beach, California.
What do you do, Lorraine? Yeah, wait a minute, you got my thumb hooked in here. Here, now, do you like this, or would you like to see something in a sandal, maybe? It's pretty good fit. You want to take a look here?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to reach how it fits, you should hold her over here. It's nice.
Welcome to You're Under Arrest, ladies and gentlemen. What if it fits 2 ladies?
We have to judge which one it fits better. We better move the next lady.
All right, thank you very much. Now, the next young lady, just
Step over here.
step over here. Find out what's your name?
Sue Arrett.
Sue Arrett from?
Buffalo.
You sure that you didn't know you were going to come here to do this?
No, I do.
Fits her,
Look how
too.
nice it fits her. Wait a minute, just a minute. I have this little... Here, let me try it again. Have you ever been in this shop before? Yeah?
You're sure Harry Carl started like this, right?
I don't know. Well, this is a pretty good fit, too.
Yeah, it's 2 good
What are you
fits.
getting, a rubber glass shoe here?
Well, you got 2 good fits. Thank you very much. And now we'll bring out the next lady. Just make yourself comfortable there. Slip one of your shoes off, the right one, I guess, we're working with. And your name?
Miss Frances Wood.
From?
Francis,
Mount Olive, North Carolina.
What's that, Bill?
I think Francis is going to be out of the contest. Let me try this, Francis. See, we can't get the slipper on, but if you like to stand by the forest fire. No, it fits.
You made it.
I'll get it to fit. Yes, it's not bad. It's not bad. Pretty good.
Everybody gets into that, isn't that fun?
Very good. Thank you.
It's going to be very difficult to make a decision. Thank you very much.
You didn't know you were coming here because nobody has holes in this, doctor.
There's a lady in a pretty bright red suit. And
How do you do?
what's your name?
Marie Taylor.
From?
Camp Hill, Pennsylvania.
Nice to have you with us, Marie. How's it fit?
Well, it fits pretty good. You know,
Isn't this a funny bit? It fits practically everybody.
Well, it's a little loose in the back on there.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Well, you have tiny feet. What size are they?
5.5 B.
And what's the other one? I see. Never mind. About the same.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Miss...
Give me the 005 and a 5.5 Benny, Charlie.
Now we have time for this last young lady. Your name?
Deborah Briers.
Oh, really?
Envelope, please. The envelope, please. Thank you.
From?
Birmingham, Alabama.
Alabama?
Right.
Is that a little country town? Did you walk a lot barefoot when you were a kid? I don't think of it. I can't even get a room on
Well, we're in the home stretch here, but it looked to me like a close call between the first two. Which one did you pick?
Well, I really think the first girl was the one that I think it fit best.
I think you were right, but I just wanted to...
Do you think we should try again, or between the two, have a foot down?
No, I think you were quite right. The first young lady did get right into it, and it fits snugly. Thank you so much. Thanks to all of you. And that was a great deal of fun. Now, the young lady who wins, Buddy, is going to be, of course, on the show with you next week. And what was your name again, the winner?
Lorraine Bloy.
Lorraine Bloy.
Right into the shoe, please.
Buddy, the best of luck with your show. I had a ball. We'll see you next week, huh?
Thanks, Steve.
Okay.
So long.
Buddy Hackett, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back in just a moment. Now we pause for this important message.
Orange banana, tropical fruit.
Orange banana, tropical fruit. Orange banana, tropical fruit.
Orange banana, tropical fruit.
Orange banana, tropical fruit.
Orange banana, tropical fruit.
Orange banana, tropical fruit.
Orange banana, tropical fruit.
Orange banana and tropical fruit.
We'll get right on it.
Keep dry, boys! Chief, we're...
Quart of milk, 2 pounds of chopped meat.
Chief, we're stumped.
And what else, dear? 2 new Jell-O flavors? Orange banana and tropical fruit. Got it. Yes?
Nothing.
Have you got it? The 2 new Jell-O gelatin flavors are orange banana and tropical fruit. The newest Jell-O brand desserts from General Foods.
We look like we're all set to run off a few football plays here, don't we, in this formation? Backfield and the...
I want to be a...
What do you want to be?
I want to be a tackle.
All right. All we have time to do is say goodbye. See you next week. Good night, buddy. Good night.
Hello. I never felt I could recommend home hair coloring until Tony brought out new Casual Permanent Hair Color. With Casual, Tony's made it so easy. Just work through like a shampoo. And everything you need is right in this package. If you can shampoo your hair, you can color it. Color your gray, too. With Shampoo Easy Casual. I recommend it.
I've Got a Secret has been brought to you tonight by the Tony family of home permanents, including Tonette.
The home permanent maid was the younger woman in mind.
We wish to thank Look magazine for the pictures of the sunken treasure. This program was pre-recorded. This is John Cannon speaking.